Hi everybody, welcome to another part and the final part of Wild War Adrenaline. Yeah, it's not really that long, is it? It's rafting.
Yeah.
I have Insetik.
Hello there.
And I have blanktester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
And we're going to be doing some rafting. Which, as you can see here, we have 4 people. This is the multiplayer thing, by the way. You can choose to have like 2 people, 1 controller to the left, 1 controller to the right. You can choose to have 3 to 4 people if you want. You can just one-hand it, however, if
Zen,
you want, and
I'm
it's going to
telling
be a lot
you,
the same.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you ever come to the States and we're all in the same room, we have to play this together.
3 people,
Are you
1
sure about
controller.
No, we'll get a 4th person roped in.
Right.
So, essentially, if it's 4 people, 1 person controls 1 person.
Yeah,
So I would be the top left there.
yeah, and I'd be... C-Rock, you can be green.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, when
be
you're
yellow.
playing the raft, the game really can't handle the raft, so expect to see slowdown happening now.
I love looking at where they're looking. It's
I know.
so interesting.
I know, it's great.
Like, because sometimes they're all looking in the same direction, and sometimes one side will be looking, like, at the other side.
Pretty much. Anyway, this is the point where I need to bring this up because the raft is a big object, which means, you know how we were kind of getting stuck at times with the kayak? The raft is more so a problem at getting stuck.
Oh, God.
And these tracks were very much made in mind in regards to the kayak, not the fucking raft.
Yeah, I can, like, not even see above the raft.
What was that?
And, yeah, the raft is going to get stuck a lot more. In dumb ways, too. You'll see.
Oh, you guys want to know a weird detail they included that I'm seeing and I can't unsee? So even though the character's feet are clipping through the raft constantly, the raft itself flexes and moves with the water.
Oh, yeah.
The back end of it bends up when you when you land on the water. It's so weird that they included that.
Here's the thing. There's, like, 2 buttons here where if you press either L2 or R2, if you're in the air, you can kind of control yourself. You can even maybe control yourself a little bit from turning.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
that's not a shortcut
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, it's really fucked now.
That's a great way to
And,
get your
you know what
entire
else is
team
fucked?
trapped.
This entire jump.
Oh, you're sinking. It's
Yeah.
quicksand.
It's gonna pressure launch you out.
Again,
would
the
be
raft is so
Ghost.
fucked that you can't even get the fuck out of this.
You just
unless
have to
you're
hold
lucky.
on and wait
And then you got
for
that
God to
shortcut.
release
Remember that
you.
shortcut, guys? Remember
Yeah.
that fucking shortcut? We could get in it with the kayak. Here's the raft.
It's literally too big for the raft. You
It's
just straight
beautiful.
up got stuck.
That's
yeah,
amazing.
you can't go through.
There's no reverse
But you know
button,
what?
is
You
there?
know what? I got so mad looking at this, I decided it's time for the dance of my people.
What? What on earth? What is this?
This is what happens when you press L2 and R2 and hold it down, move the analog sticks.
Oh. What?
Explain. They're emotes or something?
Or they're changing your position? Like, how much would that have helped?
Basically, this is how you do slight turns or controlling yourself in midair.
Oh,
But
so
you
it's
can
like
also
changing
do
your
this.
center of gravity.
Yeah, it's shit though.
Oh, that is
You'll never
so
use it.
shit. Oh my god! Why did they build this into the game?
Anyway, that's enough. That's enough fun.
Crazy! What the fuck?
I know. Anyway, this entire time I've been playing that medium bullshit thing, and as you can see, the fastest I could ever fucking get in this fucking track is 2 minutes 49.
Jesus Christ.
I could never, ever beat this fucking time with the medium stream. I was about to give up in a sense, but
The
then I
class
thought...
4.
First off, I went through into the other 2 tracks, because I'll come back to that later.
Yeah, maybe
The
I'll
other
get
2
better
tracks
at it.
are, again, easier, so I'll be able to beat this. As you can see, I'm now performing the trick of, you know, using both analog sticks at once at, like, opposite ends at the same time, so you can push forward much more faster.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's incredibly useful. So,
Well,
yeah, use it.
They do have depth to their control scheme, but it's such a bad control scheme that 99% of players won't stick around when they even realize how it starts.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And the thing is, the Raft is pretty much the best when it comes to actually using both analog sticks. The Kayak, which is the whole point of the fucking game, is the worst at using both stool sticks.
Yeah, because it's one
You're
dude
better off
who has
using
to
one or the
stick
other.
the oar in.
Yeah, so you have to go like one, then the other, then one, then the other. But here it's like
Two sides independently.
you
work.
can actually make everyone try to, turn the freaking raft or just move it forward.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean,
And yeah,
I
like-
think when you played this game, I may have mentioned or maybe just thought that, like, using the thumbsticks together to move is something that rarely works, but when it does work, creates a whole unique experience on its own. Like Katamari, you use both thumbsticks to, like, turn and go forward and backwards and, like, do special, like, jumps and different kinds of spins and stuff. I'm like, that's all really cool because Katamari was built around its control scheme. This game was built around trying to emulate the experience of kayaking. Seriously,
Yeah,
why does
and
it
the
end
thing
in
is-
like a lagoon?
I don't know, but here, it's weird how it shows the best and the worst of its kind, where if you're using the Raft, it's pretty decent. If you're using Kayak,
It's horrendous.
fucking shit.
It's total garbage.
And like, I think I tried to say this, but I love how, the tutorial area was this nice little pond with no currents at all. And then
that slowdown.
immediately you get, oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then immediately, like, everything you have to do in the tracks is so much harder.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost like,
Yeah.
like imagine if that's what they did in other video games. Like you're playing the tutorial of a Call of Duty area, and you've never heard of Call of Duty before, and it's like, okay, walk here and press this button to interact with it, and walk there, and press that button to interact with it, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. Let me start up the game. They're shooting at me? Why are they shooting?
Yeah.
Pretty much. That is pretty much what this game is, where it puts you into this false
does-
sense of the training.
The training
and then
doesn't
you
even
get into it and you
demonstrate
find
what the
out.
actual objective is, which is survive
Yeah,
the
pretty
water.
much.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, as you can see, Canada has the most lag.
Well, yeah, I
It
mean,
is
Canada's
insane.
actually a slightly laggy country, so they've
Pretty
cleared it
much.
up a lot in the last 10 years.
Right.
Sorry, I know you don't want to get into politics in your video. Sorry.
Nah, it's all good. Anyway, the thing I want to bring up right now is just the fact that this entire time, I have been playing on the medium
Yes.
stream difficulty thing. And by the way, it is called a difficulty. The manual of this game calls that option there, Class 4, Class 6,
4, Class
a
6.
difficulty selection.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, this is easy.
Or
According to the manual, this is easy difficulty.
does it say easy? Or does
No.
it just say lower?
It literally just says difficulty. Select these to basically select the difficulty of your stream.
Difficulty of your stream. Okay, so that says to me like a medium stream should be easier, and a high stream should be harder.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have been using medium stream this entire time, and as you can see, I've been able to beat 3 out of these 4 tracks with the medium stream,
Yeah.
but not New Zealand's, because New Zealand is so short that even my kayak time is more time than what they're expecting.
No.
So then I decided, you know what, I never actually even touched high stream before.
Yeah.
What if I just decide
Just
to
give it a
select
shot.
it? And after really thinking it over, looking into the mirror, looking at myself, looking at what the fuck I'm doing in my life, I choose high stream. And then I find out the reality of what this actually is. Because for one thing, I checked the records and it never showed the stream shit. And then I notice it's not even changing anything. Except one thing. Your fucking speed.
Yeah, the water itself
You
is
go
going faster.
faster. Not just the fucking river, but your paddles make you go faster.
Oh.
Everything is faster.
Yeah, this even looks slightly more fun.
So
What
this
the
entire
hell?
time, choosing the medium stream was a trap.
Wow, they trap you even in the menus. That's amazing.
Yeah, and the worst part, the menu and the manual fucking lied.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
not a difficulty, it's a speed selector.
Because, like in other water games, when the stream gets more intense as part of the difficulty, you have to adapt to that. It's not just, you can't just play the same and just go faster overall. You have to
Yeah, and the
actually
thing
do
is, when
better.
you're thinking of that shit too, you're thinking like the waves, the water is gonna be a lot more aggressive. It's gonna be a lot
the
more bumps and
turbulence will
shit.
matter. Yeah.
Everything's the fucking same except for speed.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's I don't think they really thought about it. I think they
And
just
you know what?
assumed faster would be harder.
You know what? This is the answer for the ghosts as well. The developers were using High Stream the entire fucking time.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's the equivalent of a dev room or whatever.
I mean, to be fair, not to be fair, I guess from their reasoning, they probably made the game this way and then thought, we should have a difficulty selector. And then thought, well, we should put an easy mode because our control scheme is very difficult. And then they made it so it's slower, thinking slower would be easier to manage the controls, and then never tested it and said goodbye to the game. And what really
And they
happened
forgot,
was,
oh,
because
our times are really fucking hard.
but because they made it slower, that just means you spend more time on the water using their shitty controls.
Yeah.
By the way, I wasn't even doing that good in this track. Look how much time I have
Yeah,
left getting
Jesus.
No,
here.
yeah, the
Christ.
currents were pushing you forward in a way that was keeping you out of any of those, like, traps.
Look how fast I was pushing here compared to
Yeah,
beforehand.
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
'cause-
guess your tip, if somebody really wants to 100% this game, is it
Use
doesn't
high stream.
it doesn't keep track of whether you're using low stream or high stream or whatever. So just use high stream.
Just use high stream. There's no point to using
High-
the fucking medium stream.
Yeah, because high stream, again, almost seemed to help out in terms of being stuck less.
In a way, it kind of makes sense too, because like it's wild water adrenaline, not mild water adrenaline, right? So like, for you to play the titled experience, you should be playing it in its wildest settings.
The problem is the fact that it called it a difficulty.
They called it
this
a
entire
difficulty, and that's
time
just a
I
fucking
thought
lie.
that the game would be harder to deal with, which means that it would be harder for me to deal with the controls as
Yeah,
well.
for sure. I mean, if you're calling something a higher difficulty, I would say like make the requirements more difficult, or add more things to take account of, not just change the speed.
yeah,
It's like if
so
they required more buoys, if they set the records a little bit tighter, if they made the turbulence of the waters more, maybe there are a couple of optional, slightly harder to avoid rocks. Those would be the kinds of things I would expect. Or
yeah,
if you wanted to
like-
get really crazy with it, throw a second fucking kayak in there that's bumping into you the whole time.
Yeah, just another
Make
opponent
the
you gotta
ghost
deal with.
solid.
Yeah. So yeah, this entire time, I was under the impression that difficulty meant, difficulty.
Yeah.
That's not the case with this game. So this game also lies to you, which is why I have officially called it in my fucking world, douche water boredom.
Yeah, I get it.
Because, hill bike boredom, there's hills, there's a bike, and it's boring as shit.
But at least
Whereas
they
this
were
game,
honest.
there's water, it's boring, and it's also a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Like, straight up a cunt. It does not respect you in any fucking way. Even for a beginner, it just wants you to go fuck yourself with these hard-ass times and these shitty fucking tracks and walls and obstacles and everything. And the god-awful controls as well.
I do want to
And also,
No, go ahead.
just the lying. Just the fucking fact it deceives you.
Yeah.
Well,
See, I think it's interesting you said, like, not even for a beginner, but, like, there's so little content in the game that you go from beginner to 100%ing it, if you play the game, almost immediately.
yeah. And you want to know what the best part is? I never mentioned it in the previous video, but after you do beat all these records and you 100% the game, you get nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, like...
Not even a congratulations. You get just nothing.
Did you know that the save data on your PS2 memory card is actually 1 byte long? It's just a 1 or a 0 for whether you've completed each track with each vehicle.
I love how that shortcut has start at the beginning of it. Like, that's the
Like,
mandatory
that's the
start
beginning of the
line.
fucking thing. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Where does that go? What the hell?
I've seen these tracks like 5 times, and sometimes I'm still like, wait, where
Still
does he go
seeing,
next?
yeah, where is this?
Yeah. Like even I'm getting a bit lost because like, oh my fucking god!
The
Like
slope,
the thing is,
Go ahead.
I'm not even focusing anymore on the track that much, or even on how I'm doing. I am so focused on my fucking thumbs and the pain I'm feeling the entire time. They are strained to shit.
yeah.
They are
Yeah.
bruised.
I
Agony.
remember like Wii games where you had to rotate your
Wrist.
a bunch. You know, it would make me start popping that or something. I cannot imagine. You know, not even like that Mario Party classic cliche or whatever,
Yeah,
but having
we-
to play something like this where your straight up thumbs like
See, the
get
thing is,
burned
like,
out.
you couldn't even do it like the Mario Party thing where you put your palm on the thumbstick and go as fast
Yeah,
as you
you
can.
can't do that.
You can't do that because you have to plan which side you're doing. It's not one
Yeah.
thumbstick, it's 2, and you can't do them together. That's amazing.
Dude, even playing as the Raft, since you're bigger, you're just naturally picking up more of these, or at least picking them up easier.
Yeah. You're just
I
randomly
half
swinging
expected you
into
to
them.
get that one.
Yeah,
Pretty
And
much.
That does nothing but help.
You know what? I bet you that the kayak uses the same hitbox for picking them up as the boat, because the boat always looks like it touches the buoys when you pick them up.
Yeah.
But with the kayak, sometimes the sides of your kayak are just like, oh yeah, he kind of got close, and then it just
It's
just picks 'em
weird.
up.
It's weird.
I bet you they
But
made
yeah,
this first, and then somebody made the kayak version, and they were like,
Can I copy your work?
do we have any more time to work on this game? No? Okay. Sorry, Mr. Salomon. We made garbage.
You know what's funny to me? I have seen many people who have PS2 controllers where after quite an intensive amount of gaming, they end up breaking it somehow. Like
Yeah.
buttons would get
Yeah.
fucking broken, analog sticks would get fucked, what have you. My controller, I have had for so many years, ever since I got the PS2 originally when I was very young, and it's still doing well. That controller, I used the entire time playing this. It's still doing fucking well.
Nice.
It's not damaged at all.
PS2
It is
solid.
built like a fucking champ.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the way I'd break PS2 controllers often is I'd play so much SSX games that use the shoulder buttons that I would soon start getting one of the shoulder buttons stick in the controller.
Oh.
But I mean, it was.
Yeah. Like the only downside with my analog sticks now is the fact that the left stick is starting to lose some of that skin.
Yeah.
It's burning off essentially from the use.
Yeah.
But it's still working. It's still fine.
It got
There's no
you.
issues from it.
You gotta give this controller a Viking funeral.
Yeah.
when it goes.
It's gonna get a fucking Viking funeral after all of the garbage it's gone through for all of these PS2 games, really, because it's been the same controller for every fucking PS2 game I have played on this channel. That includes shit like Gravity Games Live.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Right.
it's getting a Viking funeral when it does die, but until then, it's still kicking.
That's amazing. Look at him go.
Yeah.
And I love hearing him say, woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause it's
And
like,
it's the same guy. You can now hear it's the same
it's the
dude
same
from Mountain
dude.
Bike Adrenaline.
there was
There's
one
women
point
here
where,
too, but they all sound the same.
There was one point where all 4 characters simultaneously said, woohoo!
Yeah.
Synchronized, and it sounded like weird. It was just bizarre.
Oh man.
Yo,
Well, yeah.
if-
Here's a bit.
Oh.
Okay.
Goodbye, yellow and blue.
Yeah.
We hardly knew you. We don't even remember your names at this point.
You showed me that.
Amelie,
David.
Matt, David,
You showed me that episode of the Grand Tour. I'm now imagining the three of them trying to do this.
Yeah. Oh, God. Malus? Was it one of them Malus or something?
Malus Beacon teaches kayaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on that bombshell, we're going to Canada.
Yeah. Canada.
So, yeah.
Home of the Alps.
And here's the thing, right? Here's the big thing about all of this. There's no point in me doing rafting.
Yeah, that's true,
Like, when you
because
really
you said
get
all the
down
time
to
it's
it.
like fucking kayak.
Yeah, you unlocked
Yeah,
everything.
I unlocked everything with the kayak.
I love
So why
the
am I doing
ghost
this?
getting stuck for seconds
Yeah.
on end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Like,
So you're probably questioning, why am I doing this? Why am I even doing the rafting at this point? We've already beaten the game. I'm doing this for the sake of fully completing this fucking game. You know how we do things here. We don't just beat games,
Yeah.
we 100% this shit.
You know,
And to 100%, we do it all.
I gotta say this. To this game's credit, I know it's hard to give the game credit, but I think the water in this game doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
I think
Like-
when the water sticks up above the water surface as an obvious
Yeah, like a
spike,
fucking
it
hill,
looks
that's
bad,
weird. It looks bad.
But
But like the texture on the water and like the color of the water, I think it looks
Yeah.
better than like, let's say, Skyrim's water.
Like, Canada is probably the nicest looking level out of all of these, honestly.
Yeah.
Which is surprising. It's the last level, and it looks like the most natural looking.
Yeah, I like the snow.
yeah, I think like it's, you know, the skybox and just kind of the colors change and everything from, you know, there's a lot of gray added to basically everything.
Yeah.
Like, this
but
looks like a
that
decent
means
quality
something was
game
added
if you just look
compared
at
to
this
the
level
others.
itself.
Yeah.
Like, if you only had this level, you would think, this must have a good budget here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is passable PS2 graphics.
I mean, yeah, if they shipped this level and like 10 others, I'd be like, okay. You know? That
But here's
seems like
the
a
thing.
reasonable sized
The
game.
Here's the thing. There's a demo for this game. I played the demo. I'm sure people on this channel remember that. And they also remember the fact that the fucking FMV opening, which is also the opening for this game, it plays twice at the beginning and the end. And there's more of that than there was of the demo.
Oh.
The demo was like 50 seconds long.
Yikes. What? Sorry,
And
they
it was
don't
the
include
very
one
first
whole
level.
level? Okay, they do include one whole level, though.
It's the first level, but you can only get to about halfway through before the demo ends.
Really?
Why?
They don't give you the whole first level.
Because they give you like 50 seconds. And
Oh,
they
it's like
cut you
literally
off.
timed. Like you have 50 seconds
Yeah.
to play as much as you can.
But they don't show you the timer for that.
That's-
They just give you
that's-
50 seconds and then cut you off.
That is sad.
that's weird. Yeah.
Why would you do it like that? The levels are not that long. Like the levels
Yes,
are like
and the
give
best
them a
part,
level.
the fucking record that you saw in the very beginning, the very first fucking level back in
Yeah.
the first part, that was there in the demo. It was the exact same record and everything.
oh, so that's like a minute and a half, no more than 2 minutes that they're saying this level can be done in 2 minutes, and then
And they only give you 50 seconds
to play.
Yeah.
I guess they want to say like we want to keep you wanting more.
But they can give you too little, you know?
Yeah.
Way too
Like what if
little.
they just the demo gave you the menu and then you couldn't select any of the levels?
Right.
Yeah.
You know these levels are
So
going to be
that'd be
hype,
great.
but you're going to have to buy the full game to get any of
Yeah,
them.
like you want to play as Matt, you want to play as Amelie, buy the full game and see how good they are at kayaking.
But yeah, that's another thing, right? I was able to find a demo for this game. I have not found a demo for Mountain Bike Adrenaline.
Maybe they learned
So-
their lesson.
I mean, if Mountain Bike Adrenaline was the second game, it sounds like they learned some lessons because,
That game at least has a couple levels.
yeah,
And I think they also learned a valuable lesson, and that is, don't bring importance to yourself. Don't bring importance to yourself. Just release the fucker and let it just do its thing, because your game's gonna suck.
Right, I don't
know
think
it's
Mountain
gonna
Bike
suck.
Adrenaline lied to you. It was just a bad time the entire way through.
Yeah.
Whereas this
At least
game
they had
is
the
just a
decency to
douchebag.
make garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it was honest about how much it was crappy.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been more honest. They could have apologized on the loading screens.
Yeah,
That would have been fun. But, like, we're sorry. Sorry you're playing this.
Yeah.
It's like one of those
Well, yeah.
modern day apologies where it's like, I don't even know what they say, but it's all that like, you know, secondary speak of not super like taking responsibility to themselves, just saying like the state that was delivered to the players was not at a place that we wished it could be.
Yeah.
You know, something like that.
Yeah, I wish they had an apology.jpg for this.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
I think their biggest apology is when it came to the controls, because when they did Mountain Bike Adrenaline, it's normal.
Yeah,
it's
normal.
not this.
Yeah, oh my god, I'm trying to imagine like pretending to pedal your feet
Yeah,
as
so-
this game
With
does
the analog
arms.
sticks.
Yeah, the analog. So would you do pedaling? Would that be certain rotation? Like, I'm imagining, like, if you imagine the wheels of the bike as the thumbsticks, you could do like both thumbsticks in clockwise motions, maybe, or you
Oh,
could say
no.
like, or you could say
It's the
like,
feet.
left thumbstick is left foot, right thumbstick is right foot, and you have to go up and down, back and forth,
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, or even
Yeah.
taking the vertical kind of rotation and making it a horizontal one.
Yeah.
That's how they would have done it if it was like
Yeah. So you have to like.
we have to.
Yeah, give me the controller. I want to
Is it like
just
plugged
feel
in?
it. It's not plugged in. I'm just trying to feel this out in my. So like
Feel this out in
this.
the
You'd have to do
Yeah,
it like.
yeah.
Yeah, they'd have to be opposed to each other at all times.
Yeah.
You know, make you feel like it is to be mountain bike.
Or they could do something with the triggers, right? Like maybe right trigger for right foot, left trigger for left foot. Alternate those.
Oh,
You know.
that's like a mountain biking quap
Yeah. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can use the bumpers for hands.
for your calf muscles.
Yeah.
Pretty
Oh
much.
God, for your calf muscles.
Well, yeah, biking is, you know, your upper and lower
Jesus,
thighs.
that is biking quad.
Yeah.
What if
Thank
they?
fuck we never got that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the game really loves to push me to the right at that bit there with
Yeah.
the raft. I don't know why.
I
It
saw
just
you.
really wants me to get hit in the wall.
I saw you trying so hard to get to that, or at least not be sideways.
And the game was like, no, you're not getting it.
No. You gotta crash these two. Red and green are gonna die today.
So yeah, we're nearly done, by the way. Thank fuck. We only have like 2 more levels.
Do you think
And
maybe?
59 seconds.
Do you think maybe like a game could have like you know, maybe like it has a gyroscope and a microphone on your controller, and the way the game is played, you're just trying to get as angry as possible. So the game like encourages you to press as many buttons as fast as possible while shaking the controller vigorously and screaming into the microphone.
So
Yes,
the baby simulator.
I know there were a
Yeah.
few like DS games where you had to use your voice, and people were always like, "I cannot play this in public."
Well, yeah, most of the time what you got to do is just blow on the mic.
But like,
But I'm saying it encourages you to.
Rage Inducer, the game, Rage Simulator.
Yeah, like maybe like you can unlock your. Oh my god, how great would it be if there was like a game where you could go into like rage mode?
The game can read your heart rate, and it wants your heart rate to get as high as possible.
Okay. So it's like one of those horror games that reads your heart rate only. Like I'm imagining like an action brawler or like a spectacle fighter like God of War, and then to activate your rage mode, instead of clicking both thumbsticks, you scream into the microphone.
you throw your arms at the side, like,
Yeah.
and you're like, but you have to actually be angry.
You have to
enough
scream,
do it.
Ares! And then it'll do it.
Well, I would definitely be the man to 100% that game, considering how angry I get.
Yeah. You'd be great at it.
I'd be the world record holder for it.
Yeah, that'd be fucking fantastic.
Just like you are for Wild Water Adrenaline.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should definitely
I can't
submit
believe
this
it.
to speedruns.com.
Yeah, I could help you even create like the Wild Water Adrenaline
Page.
My
page
God.
and such. Yeah.
I'll be
Let's
the only
create a
person
community.
there.
Yeah, join the Wild Water Adrenaline speedrunning Discord.
Yeah. There's
Oh
one
my
ad.
God.
There's not. Do you want to be an admin? I guess I shouldn't volunteer you for the position.
Seriously, I love
Look how
here,
fucking fast the ghost
yeah,
is.
the ghost like genuinely gets a huge burst of speed
Shit.
right out the gate.
Why does it look like it's lagging?
Because the
Like,
whole game is
I don't mean like the whole game is lagging. I mean like even when the whole game isn't lagging, the thing kind of like slows down and then it gets a speed boost and then it slows down and then it gets a speed
I
boost.
know.
Maybe it's being recorded at like a lower FPS than
Oh my
the
god,
game
yeah,
runs
maybe
at.
it was recorded with the lag. And then
But you know what?
The lag
you
is
know what's
factored
the most wild
into
thing
it.
to me about it? You want to know what's the most wild thing to me about it? I haven't quite checked, but I was looking at that fucking ghost at times. I was like, that movement, it looks familiar. I feel like they just copied the fucking ghost from the kayak and pasted it to the raft.
oh, I don't even think there is a different one. I think what happened was they just display whatever vehicle you're using, and then whatever they recorded is just a position and direction. Like it's
Correct.
because the ghost doesn't record any of the paddling itself. Right? Like otherwise
Yeah.
you'd see ghost paddlers.
So like,
It's just recording the physical placement of the object along the track and the direction it's facing.
So-
and that's it.
a developer did play the ghost, but it recorded such little data about it that you
Right.
see that's why it's basically floating its way down the track.
Right, it's just kind of gliding around from checkpoint to checkpoint on its own path, you know? Like keyframe to keyframe, basically. And then that's it, right? Like it's not keeping track of how they got there or why or interacting with the water at all.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And then it's just like, oh, we already have a record, we already have a thing, so let's just use that for the kayak, we'll use it for the...
Right, I mean,
Yeah.
if we take kind of what it sounded like and they basically built a second single-player kayak mode as like a last thought, even though this whole game was a last thought,
Yeah.
then yeah, that makes sense to just be like, I mean, it's the same level, just transfer the replay over.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're about to have our last thought because I just beat the game 100%. Let me
Hooray!
check that ranking real quickly. Oh, my kayaking shit's gone.
It's all gone. So you're only allowed to play
One
either
or the
as a
other.
kayaker
Yeah.
or as a...
Yeah, so you can beat these rankings that look... Why was Joe at 10 seconds at 4th place when the things were above and below?
I have no fucking idea. I
No
saw that
idea.
earlier.
By the way, there's one more thing I want to show off,
Oh,
and that is
videos.
essentially going to be the FMV videos, which, here they are, folks. All fucking 3 of them.
Okay, here we go.
Ce genre de chute au réveil, quand tu pars dans un trip kayak comme ça, c'est presque ordinaire. On avait une petite équipe de quelques très très bons pagayeurs. Et on avait aussi un programme qui était très simple, c'était de dormir au bord de la rivière, de manger au bord de la rivière. On a passé un maximum de temps au bord de l'eau, et parce qu'on cherchait tout simplement les plus belles chutes et les plus belles rivières des Alpes italiennes. C'est clair que sur une rivière, en une seconde, il peut se passer énormément de choses. Donc avant chaque passage, on prend vraiment la peine de tout regarder, on décortique toutes les difficultés, on analyse tous les mouvements d'eau, on essaie vraiment d'en savoir un maximum avant de se lancer. Mais malgré tout, une fois que tu es dans ton kayak, il reste cette petite part d'inconnu. T'as la tension qui monte, tu sens l'adrénaline dans les bras, et puis là faut foncer quoi. Quand t'as plus peur des rochers, de la pente ou du courant et que tu commences à les utiliser, là tu peux vraiment faire tout ce que tu veux avec ton kayak.
Ça va fumer. Ça va ronronner.
Bienvenue. Ça commence? Bienvenue à Saint-Jean-Nouveau-Brunswick. Puis ici, c'est les chutes réversibles. Les balles, la marée haute, c'est 28 pieds plus haut que la marée basse. Quand ça change vite. Et la rivière arrête, puis il va dans l'autre sens. D'autres questions?
Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? Actually, it was more exciting to watch those than it was to play the fucking game.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Anyway, that's the game. So, yeah, Indie Games production. This is an indie game.
Wow.
Oh,
They
my.
had an in-house engine developed by Fresh 3D, powered by
I
Fresh
want to know what
Engine
Fresh
technology.
3D also powered.
So, yeah, my fault. Bad game. Don't play it. It sucks. I've done you the favor. This is
You've
shit.
seen everything there is to see. Fresh 3D.
And yeah, your thoughts, guys?
Oh, I mean, so I played a little bit of this game. It sounds like more than anyone until Zin just here, but still only a little bit, and it was very hard. And then everything else that Zin showed about this game made it seem exactly the same kind of impression of, wow, this is not good.
If you go to fresh3d.com right now, some games and runtime prototypes developed by Fresh 3D or using Fresh Engine technology. The very first one is just a picture of concept art, and it's titled Human Fighter Spaceship Concept.
Yeah.
It's literally just concept art.
Wow.
Next one is...
Wait, what?
What?
Special kiss?
Ew. Gross. Don't do that.
Why is that in your credits?
It's just indie
What
I
was
love you,
going on in
Michelle.
this development
Mwah.
company?
I send you a kiss through my bad video game.
Hello, this is Dobus PR, I love you.
Yeah.
2005 Indie Games Productions. You know, wow, they were really, you know, hoping to get
Also,
on that
yeah, the
indie
credits
games
just
train.
ends like that. I don't even finish the scroll. It just, bam.
It got zapped out of existence, it sounded like.
Yeah, like, they didn't even care enough to actually finish the credit roll. They just half-assed that as well. So yeah, that's the game. And that is all the Salomon games, by the way. There is no third game, thank fuck. It's just this and the bike game.
Woohoo.
I'm still on their website, and like the last 4 pictures I've seen have been for a game called Fighter Within, which is a Kinect fighting game for the Xbox One that was on the same engine, Fresh 3D, Fresh Engine.
And I'll bring this up right now. I feel like Fresh 3D is still around the engine itself, and
Yeah.
I think from memory, it was used for an indie game that I also did on my channel called Dio, which was going to get a remake years back, but it never did. It basically got abandoned completely. But, yeah, I think that's the last time I ever saw Fresh 3D ever get used. And, gonna say, if the engine at its best is with a platformer, and at its worst is with these extreme sports games, engine ain't that great.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's Wild War and Adrenaline. Oh my god, was it terrible. And it was only 2 videos. When you really put it down, it's only like an hour-long game. But, You're not gonna be playing this for an hour if you're gonna play it like I did. Oh no, you're gonna be here for a while, and you're gonna hurt your thumbs, and you're gonna have a bad time, and you're gonna want to break the fucking disc. I still haven't.
We did that when we played the Alvin and the Chipmunks game.
Yeah.
We ran it over with my car.
We've broken a disc, yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's fucking it. No more Salomon, thank fuck. If I ever do come across a demo of Mountain Bike Adrenaline, you bet your ass I'll play it and show you it. But for now, we are free from Solomon's grasp, and we can now play other extreme sports games. Whichever ones I play, I have no fucking clue, but I'll let you know what I play next time. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you then.